Hi everyone, hope you're having a good HBL day. I'm going to start on the worksheet 10F on applications of reference angles. But before I go into this worksheet, I think I will cover a bit on what I went through, or the last question of the previous worksheet on reference angles. Try 3. I think I previously shared that the answer was pi over 4 and 7 pi over 4, but that is not correct. That is in radian mode. Okay, so this question is actually in degree mode, so you will have to use all your final answers has to be in degree mode. Okay, so you just have to do the entire question in degree mode. The answer is not wrong, it's just in the wrong units. Okay, so make sure you present the correct units, because the special angle for pi over 2 square root 2 over 2 is actually 45 degrees. Okay, so and then given that this is positive, this is positive, it means that in the four quadrants, it will be in the first and the fourth quadrant. The angle theta will belong in the first and the fourth quadrant. So if you draw it out, that will be here, first quadrant, which is 45 degrees, and then the other one will be here from 0 all the way, so that will be 315 degrees. And how do I get 315 degrees? I will just take 360 minus away the basic angle of 45. Okay, so that's how we do such questions. Today we're going to go into more details on applications of reference angles. There's actually a part on solving which I will not go through, because solving actually falls under chapter 11. Okay, so I will not go into solving. I'll skip all the solving questions, but I think those questions on reference angles will get you more familiar, and after that we can then go into negative angles, which is something that I will also cover in today's HBL. Okay, and then tomorrow you all will be ready to do sketching. Alright, so let's go back to 10F. So this will be a short component. Okay, so just a recap, ASTC represents the four quadrants of the angles, and in each quadrant the sign SIGN is different, or for the three trigo functions. So A represents all ratios, that's why A, and then S represents sine, so T represents tangent, and C represents cosine. Okay, so in the previous video we have already watched and explained why these four quadrants have different signs, and if you still don't understand, you can always you'll understand it greatly when we do this graph sketching chapter. Alright, so first question, determine which quadrant given the angle theta, given the angle theta, and find its reference angle. Okay, so such questions can be very easily solved by just drawing out. So you have your x and y axis, and then starting from x-axis, that's 0, you go all the way, this is 0, this is 90, 180, and then 270. So 100 degrees will be here, alright, which means that this angle lies in the second quadrant, and the basic angle is the corresponding angle that is from the line to the x-axis, and that will be alpha, which is 180 minus 100. Okay, so the basic angle is 80. Right, and you can go ahead and do the same for the other three. Okay, so maybe I will demonstrate the part on D, right? So D is on radian mode. So for part D, you will have in radian mode, you will write this in because you're still quite new to it, so you're gonna write or state the four special so-called values along the quadrants. So 0 radian, followed by pi over 2, followed by pi, and 3 pi over 2 radian. Okay, so where is 4 pi over 3? 4 pi over 3 means it's slightly more than 1, right? 4/3 is 1 and 1/3. So that will be more than pi, but lesser than 1.5 pi. So in decimals, this is like 1.333, but this is like 1.5 pi, right? So it's somewhere in the third quadrant. Okay, so draw your angle at the third quadrant. This is 4 pi over 3. Okay, so this the answer is third quadrant. And then what will be the basic angle? The basic angle will be the angle that is between the line and the x-axis. So this one is our basic angle alpha. Okay, and that can be found by taking 4 pi over 3 minus away pi, right? Okay, and then that will give you pi over 3, or 1/3 pi, right? And that's your answer. Okay, so you can go ahead and try 1B and 1C. You can pause the video. Okay, yeah. Okay, I hope you have paused the video. The answer for 1B, okay, you just have to draw it out. 280 degrees. This is under the fourth quadrant. So here, so the alpha will be the angle between the line and the x-axis, and alpha is 360 minus 280, which gives us 80. Okay, so fourth quadrant, and the basic angle is 80. For part C, likewise, we will draw our 4 quadrants. This is 0, pi over 2, pi, and 3 pi over 2. And then 3/4 pi is somewhere here, right? And this is 3/4 pi. So the special angle will be the basic angle is the angle between the line and the x-axis. And that is pi minus 3 pi over 4, which is pi over 4. Okay, and this is in the second quadrant. Right, hope you got all of this right. Okay, in the next video, I'll be going through question 2.